What problems does material design try to solve?
Well, the question of how a user goes between all these different devices is a key one.
Right.
To the user, it's really just they're doing this one task. They're trying to do this one thing, and it doesn't matter so much to them whether it happens to be on the phone in their pocket or the laptop that's on their desk. So we want that kind of continuity. Something else we really focus on is motion. We've seen all too often that motion is something that just kind of gets tacked on at the end.
Right.
So you do all this other work, and then you just kind of add in some animations.
After Effects or something like that.
It is literally that, right?
Right.
It's like it's all done, so throw that thing in there. We try to think about motion from the very start because we think that kind of knowing how things are going to move around is so powerful for giving feedback to the user about what they're doing. So you want to kind of plan for that in advance. And we try to have these materials that give the material design its name are things like kind of paper and ink that can kind of move in predictable ways that feel tactile and feel familiar to the user, but aren't bound by kind of boring old reality. And they can do kind of these really interesting things that makes the user feel powerful, and that's a key goal towards giving them a satisfying experience.
So the inspiration comes from design and material, actual material that I need to play with.
Yeah, I mean, we really wanted to look at things that felt familiar to the user. And we engage with those materials every day. We don't engage with kind of these pieces of inscrutable glass
That's right.
in our day-to-day life, except when we're using these devices. So why should that be the metaphor? Let's go for something that's a little bit more predictable.
So where do I, as an entrepreneur, come to learn more about the material design?
The best place to start is just google.com/design. So from that site, we have a full specification, a set of guidelines that describes material design. It breaks down the kind of philosophy behind it, gives you some key principles to employ. It's richly illustrated with imagery, with motion samples of video, and also has a lot of resources that you can download. So fonts, color palettes, sticker sheets of kind of common components for all of the typical design tools that you might use.
So I can use those out of the box and not reinvent the wheel, right?
Exactly, and then it should be very close to what you're getting on the platforms that directly support material.